Let's jump right into it, man. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Double Touch, where we challenge each other on the first take and sharpen each other on the second one. I'm your host, KR.
And I'm RJ, and every week we unpack what's going on in culture, media, and society by reacting to the wildest videos, trending news, and whatever else the internet throws at us. So if you're new here, remember to subscribe, smash that like button, and hit the link in the description to join our newsletter. That's where we drop our weekly bonus takes.
Yes, we have three topics for today, as usual, but today we're going to start with the thumbnail. Rick Ross and 50 Cent are at it again, all because 50 Cent claims Rick Ross is all fruit, no veggies. We're gonna dive deeper into this crazy allegation, but I mean, it's clear that it's probably not. Anyway, second topic of today, we're gonna dive into the WNBA because it's been a tough week. Players are getting denied entry to the nightclubs. Interesting promos by Gatorade, and also the league is fighting for what they call the fair share. And of course, at every Thursday, we have the AI and Tech Corner where we are diving a bit deeper into certain topics relating to technological advancements, AI, cameras, and sometimes people's opinions on these developments. So let's jump right into the first topic, that is 50 Cent and Rick Ross. Let me share this. Fair use. This was 50 Cent's post. Yes, and deleted it by now, but this is what he said. Your man was real saucy kissing that boy on the boat. That's not AI. And what is he talking about? Let's take a look. I'm not gonna share the audio because they were playing some Rick Ross tracks, but let's take a look. This is what he's referencing this video right here. Of course, Rick Ross responded to this, but let's take a look first. RJ.
Was that guy in booty shorts that he was talking?
He's claiming that it's a guy, but at least
Oh, it's a
50
girl.
Cent is alleging
Oh,
it's a
okay, okay,
guy.
okay, okay. Well,
A
I
guy
thought it
in
was a
booty
guy,
shorts.
but the booty shorts are there. I could see the booty shorts. It
Yeah,
was
yeah,
very
yeah,
short
yeah.
shorts.
Yeah.
Um,
So,
I
yeah.
mean, I don't know. So it all depends on whether or not this is a woman or not, I guess.
Okay, 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 okay. Okay, okay, okay. Let me do certain things real quick. So this is let's jump right into the response by Rick Ross, because RJ, so far, of all artists that have beef with 50 Cent, it seemed like Rick Ross is the only one who can banter back and has survived 50's, I would say, wrath. Is that the right word in this case? Usually, when 50 beefs with people, they end up career destroyed, never ever again in a highlight. And Rick Ross has only been up since the start of the beef.
Yeah.
It's actually become better. He's even become at the same level of trolling. He's at the same level these days. Let's take a look what he had to say. Let me share this. Yes. Fair use. Of course, I need to share the audio. Would make sense, right? Let me try this again. Fair use.
Curtis. You so infatuated with my lifestyle. You see me out on the yacht with a black, beautiful woman. And I hope you don't have anything against black, beautiful women, Curtis. I mean, What are you insinuating here? I mean, and we know you just had your heart shattered when you found out what we found out. We all found out together. And we know that's the mother of your youngest son, little Bruce Leroy. Man, but
Yo.
you got to give a beautiful black woman.
You want to say something?
Now he's referring, of course, to the his baby mama who was in the Diddy case, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and he called his son Little Bruce Leroy. Crazy. Oh man, he's trolling. I mean, I have to say, I have to give it to Rick, man. He's been so good at trolling the last 2-3 years. It's crazy. With the old Drake stuff as well, that went crazy. Now he's clapping back as he should. Fair use. Let's continue.
The opportunity, Curtis. We know you may have been hurt. You're a hurt hoe, but get over it, man. Enjoy a glass of fine bubbles and move on in life. Be happy. Curtis.
So he also had more to say about this. Let me share that.
Hey, I need y'all. I need somebody to send me some stills of Bruce Leroy, and I need one or two of the niggas show enough. Hey, hey, they said 2 weeks for 10 bands. Damn.
For those who don't know, this is oh man, this is how crazy rap beefs. You will get strays. So he's referencing the 2 weeks 10 bands. He's referencing. He's actually wrong. He's referencing to the amount that that 50's baby mother was receiving from Diddy. So that was actually, it wasn't 2 weeks 10 bands. It's a month 10 bands. So actually it's cheaper than 2 weeks 10 bands. But this is the steals that were sent. Yeah. So yeah, man. They basically were trying to claim that Rick was out here with a boy. But it seems like, RJ, after you do some digging, it was revealed that it's his current girlfriend that he was with. So it's all typical 50 Cent situation where he's trying to rattle people's cages to see what falls out of it. I'm going to share my screen real quick.
So
Her
that's
name
that's
is... Huh?
is her name Kitty?
Well, she looks like a nice woman, a real nice woman. So
Not the
her
one
name
we know.
isn't Kitty, by the way. While we wait until RJ comes back, because I think I already know what he did, let me share my screen where we're seeing Jasma Kendrick, which is, well, Rick Ross' current girlfriend. Here he's back. He's back. I knew he was coming back. Don't worry, guys.
She
You're
had
on
like
mute.
no,
Yeah,
I'm not.
she had a ponytail. This is Jasma Kendrick, which is Rick Ross's current muse, as they say. His current muse. It's the same clothing. And here is, let me share a couple of pictures of her. You can see she's slimmer. She's a slimmer model type. So, yeah, it's not a, I think some people are used to the big, rambunctious booties. She's a model, slim, tight packed. So, yeah, from a distance, it might look a bit crazy, but she has a ponytail as well. I think 50 was just throwing out there to get some content, to get his name buzzing again. RJ,
Yeah, and
typical
Rick
50 stuff.
yeah, and Rick Ross responded well, but I mean that was it Chameleonaire who was on the Breakfast Club, I believe, and he saw that he thought he was cool with 50, and then 50 trolled him or dissed him publicly.
Hmm.
And so he came across him. He came across 50 at some point, and he said, "Hey, 50, I thought we were I thought we were cool, man. Why did you diss me?" And 50 said something to the extent of, "Well, I think they were in India or something, or they were." And 50 said, "Well, in a train, something like that." And he said, "Well, if you reacted, then your name would have been on the front page here in India." So they also understand that it's like they're dissing, but it's also a way to stay relevant.
Yeah, it is. It is because let's be honest, it's a bit quiet around 50 right now since that Daphne Joy situation, alleged Daphne Joy situation. We don't know if it's her. Description fits like a glove, and this is like the glove OJ had on, not the glove he didn't had on. If you know what I mean.
The glove that
Anyway,
fit, that fits.
this glove does fit, unlike the one they try to pull in to that that situation with OJ. But I have to say, RJ, that this it's I think Rick Ross responded as he should, clapped back, threw a couple of jabs, and stood his ground as he's been doing this for a long time against 50. And I have to say he's one of the rappers that actually don't seem to be rattled and hasn't been rattled, and his career hasn't tanked after beefing with 50.
No, but he's also on a different level as well, right? He's not really making music as he used to. He's more enjoying life. He's already. The thing is, at that Fit is gonna troll in media.
Always, yeah.
I don't know if he's gonna drop a new diss record. You know, so he's not gonna do that. And as long as you're like making fun of each other, then the risks are pretty low. It's when you go rap, then people will start comparing. Who had the best bars? Kendrick or Drake's writers.
Mm.
So um
I see what you did. Oh, by the way, I was thinking about this during I was driving today, and I was thinking like people don't realize that actually Drake is an entity, meaning it's not a rapper who drops music. There is actually it's a collective who drops music, and Aubrey Graham is the face of that collective. Um, yeah, that was just a random thought I had while I was driving home today. But I think yeah, you're right.
and I mean, no shame, right? It is what it
No,
is. It's a
I mean
business. At
it
the
is
end
what
of the
it
day, it's
is.
a business.
It's a business, and he's making money, and he's making good enough music for people to enjoy it. Good enough pop up or hop up, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, continue.
Yeah. So it's just they're just I think they're just trolling. They're just having fun, but it's a win-win for both of them. So it's not really like I don't think it's serious for any of them. They're just making jokes. It is what it is. That's what we call rich people problems, man.
And life has been good to Rick, man. I mean, if you look at how his businesses are doing outside of hip hop, because at the end of the day, you cannot continue rap till you're. I I mean, you will a rapper will always drop an album, but it's not at a certain age. You shouldn't be dropping albums every year. You should have reinvest your money in other avenues, and that's what he did. And now he's living off those fruits.
Yeah.
You see that? Oh, what a nice play on words,
Bar.
guys. You see, it's a bar right there.
Yeah.
No, he's still not eating veggies though, but hey, shout out to Rick. Shout out to the pair. Shout out to the
What you
pair.
gonna say?
Yeah, man. But I have to say, it's a good thing to seeing these guys bantam back and forth, and it was clear. By the way, here's another video of Rick with his current girlfriend or muse, Jazz McKendrick. Veus. As you can see here, he's walking with her. Here she has a longer ponytail. She's a slim girl, tall. So I guess Ricky not being with a
You know what the funny
uh,
thing is, KR? Can you show the picture?
the picture.
At
Which
least the
one?
frame,
The
the last
video?
frame, the last frame. Yeah, the last frame.
The last frame.
Or you
Okay.
can just play it and I'll tell you when to pause it.
Okay. I can start from the top.
Stop right there. Okay, go a bit back where you can see them both. Yeah, like that. Yeah, right there. Look
Yeah.
how happy she is. Look how he's walking.
He's the boss.
He has money. No, no, keep showing. Keep showing.
Okay. Okay.
He has the money and she has the looks. Maybe she probably has the money. If she's a supermodel, she has the money. But in that case, money and looks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine if the genders were reversed? You never see like ugly, um, overweight woman with a stud just because she has money.
Again,
At least not in public.
I would have told you
So,
what a different route.
so okay,
Wait a
so
second. An overweight woman with a stud.
no, ugly over. So I'm talking about ugly, because
Okay.
so Rick Ross isn't. So when you look at Rick Ross, the word handsome is not one of the first 10 words that pops up. But
Yeah.
he's with a model. I'm saying
Yeah.
if it was the other way around, and the if it was like an overweight ugly woman, you never see them walking with a
Don't
stud. Well,
don't put
well,
those hands
w-
into that fight because you can pull
KR,
up one.
KR,
I can,
let me
maybe it's an exception to the rule. I do agree with you. If you see it, you gotta put that caveat to it. It's gonna be an exception to the rule.
It's gonna be an exception to the rule, but you don't see it as much. And just
You
to be
don't
clear,
see it
when I
as
said
much. That's
stud, I'm talking about dudes. You might see her with a stud, but you won't see her with like, like, not.
hey
But
yo,
not to say that they don't have them. Not to say that they don't
yeah,
have like sugar babies, but it's just less open. So
it's less.
a
Yes.
man will boast and flaunt and say, "Look, I'm with." I'm just. It's just an observation. That's all.
Some might say this is a power couple.
Some might be delusional, but okay.
Yeah, some might say this is a power couple. Most of them don't realize that what they have isn't a power couple. Two people working like slave. Anyway, guys, let us know in the comments. Did you believe initially that Ricky that video that was dropped that Ricky was running for his life? Do you believe that that was a boy that he was hugging, or did you know right away it was Jazz McKendrick? Oh man, shout out to Ricky, man. I love his albums. I love his albums, man. I've
Yeah.
listened to more throughout my life so far. I've listened to more Rick Ross than 50. I gotta be honest. Even though I like 50, Um, After this, he probably won't like me because anyone who 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 lines up behind or next to his ops, he will not like at all. So I guess I'm on the ops list after this one. But yeah, shout out to Ricky, shout out to 50. Still like him as well. But guys, let us know in the comments what you think. RJ.
Yes, guys. Let us know in the comments what you think. I also listen to more. I also like Rick Ross's albums. By the way, I think he's more like a Drake than he's like a Kendrick. He also has like a
Yeah, yeah.
machine behind him. That's what I think. So again, no shade, man. You do what you have to do. I mean, that's
Business
it's
is
a business
business.
model, and at the end of the day, it's a business, man. But yeah, guys, drop your thoughts in the comments below. As KR said, we'll highlight some of the best comments in a future show. If you want the extended topics that we couldn't fit in this show, it's in this week's email drop. So subscribe to the newsletter. Link is in the description box below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more updates on different stories as well. KR, what's next?
Yes, yes. Let's go to the next community thoughts. And today we have, well, it's a similar story. It's from a from a clips channel, by the way. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe to that channel. On the clips channel, we dropped the clip of the dismiss case, the settlement of Shannon Sharp. Guys, if you haven't watched our Monday show yet, go check that out where we dive into deeper into what happened afterwards. But two people responded to this. Let me zoom in a little bit, RJ. Maybe you can read them. You're on mute, by the way.
I said OG said she got the money she wanted. Mantheo V5Q says horrible.
Yes, yes. I mean, she got what she wanted, and that's what we discussed on Monday show. So if you're interested in Shannon Sharp's case, where he's obviously clearly settled, because who is out here dropping retirement speeches on of OF pages? I don't know anyone who has dropped any retirement speech. But hey, but shout out to OJ and Mantio. Thanks for the comments, RJ. Anything else you want to say relating to this?
Yeah, I also want to thank you guys for the comments. Guys, if you want to get highlighted, if you want your comment to be highlighted in a future show, all you have to do is engage with us, drop your comments here, your thoughts with us, and we'll highlight it. I mean, if it gets selected, we'll highlight it in a future show. If you want the extended topics and we couldn't fit here, check out our email weekly newsletter. Join the newsletter below. It's in the description box. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more updates on different stories where we discuss trending topics and try to explore uncommon lessons from commonplace situations. So if you like what we're doing, keep supporting us. We do appreciate it. Let's keep the conversation going in the comments. KR.
Yes, yes. Let's go to the second topic of the day. The WNBA players have been denied some entry to a club. It's been a rough week for WNBA players, man. Life is rough. Shouldn't be so tough. Fair use.
What other line? Hey, boss man.
Y'all got a section?
Yo.
It's down here. That is.
No, but we with Angel though.
With sections, you gotta go. Everybody gotta go in there and verify who y'all are.
So what a section that?
All
right,
I'll get the guys who's supposed to bring y'all in.
but we in the W and shit, so we just got done at the All-Star game. So like, sorry, we don't need. I ain't even trying to be funny, but we should not be waiting in no line. Oh God. Yeah, come on, you better hurry up while we get in. They going in. Come on. We getting in right now. Come on. Yeah, she with me. What you doing?
I know. I need to count. I need
Tati,
to
go. Tati, go. I'm good. Tati, go. Y'all with me. Go, mom. These are my people. Man, y'all, why we finna fucking go, bro? Cause they doing too much. Come on. We can go somewhere else. Come on. Come on, bro. They just talking about, oh, we can only have 7, huh? What are you talking about, man? That's crazy to me.
We all get it Sports Illustrated.
We too deep. Sports Illustrated. We don't gotta deal with this shit. This ghetto ass shit.
They are in Sports Illustrated. They don't have to deal with this ghetto ass stuff. RJ.
So it's not that they were denied access, but they didn't want to stand in line. That's the issue, actually, right?
Well, they wanted to go through the VIP entry, and they only let 7 people in. They didn't want to let all the women in as a group.
Okay, but and they chose the feminine ones to go first.
Well, it was a combination. If you looked at the ones who entered first, I'm gonna play it on mute so we can see who entered first. They started
I'm
off
trying to see
with.
if it's like because. So the first.
So these are. Why is it on mute? So these are the ones who are entering right now. So you have.
That's a stud.
That's
a
definitely
feminine stud. You're right, 1-on-1, yeah.
So they entered basically the half one for every, let's say, woman looking. There was a
Now feminine one. There was a
feminine, a
stud.
masculine one.
The woman looking is crazy, to be honest.
I'm trying to find the right words. I don't know what's the right word in these situations. Feminine is probably the best one. That's why you're a lawyer, and I'm not a lawyer.
No, but I
So
understand what you're saying. Now you have to be aware with what you're saying. But so my question is, so it's an amount thing. It's not a like.
They
But
wouldn't
they wanted
deny
to get
in
in. So
full.
if I understand correctly, they wanted so the club allows 7 people to go to the VIP.
They
Or enter
allowed
through-
7 people to entry of their group, and they didn't want to enter. They were like, okay, this is not gonna suit us because only 7 is not enough.
But do they have like uh probably like fire? So did the club give out a statement?
They had no statement. From what I saw, there was no statement. But I think RJ, you're heading the right direction. I think
right.
that
So
club
it's like
was half
safety.
full. It's a safety
Safety, yeah.
measure. They cannot let everyone in. It wasn't like they saw WNBA players. They're not making more than 70,000 a year and thought, hey, you know what? These women are not gonna spend money, and we're gonna leave them outside because, well, we need paying customers. That's not what they thought. Like people have been suggesting, and there have been jokes out there, but I think it's more related to safety measures.
That's one. Second thing, I mean, we saw a clip of Buster Rhymes getting denied access to something last week. So it happens all the time.
It does. It does. Do you think she sounded entitled?
Yes.
I'm in the WNBA. Let us in. I'm in Sports Illustrated. Let me in.
I don't think I'm in the WNBA is like a reason to let that people. No. Listen to what I'm about to say. Listen to what I'm about to say. As a club, right? I don't think saying I'm in a WNBA is enough to let someone skip the line. But they are there for the All-Star games. And it would have been a great business decision to let them in. So I'm saying the only reason that I can think of, which can be a legitimate reason, is like for safety, because clubs, etc., they have an obligation to maintain safety. if something happens in the club, and after and the investigation shows that there were too many people in there, then they'll have problems. So I think that's one thing. So that's like the benevolent reason, right? A good reason to not let someone else. The other reason is like discrimination purely because they're women and or they are playing in a W. But that's not the issue, because you're saying that they wanted to let 7 in, so they were willing. They
Yeah.
just had a cap.
They had a cap. Yes, there was a cap. There was a cap. I do think, RJ. I'll say this. I think it's a money issue as well. You gotta ask me, why is it a money issue? It's levels. It's not about their money, actually. If you take a look at the NBA All-Star games, what happens is the club promoters know that people will be spending money during that week. What do club promoters do? They create all these multiple parties that are promoting, so these NBA players can go there and spend their money there. That's what you want as a club promoter. What happens is, because the league is much smaller, you don't have a lot of promoters who are trying to promote their parties through that league or through that venue. So basically, you won't find club promoters saying, "Oh, it's WNBA All-Star Week. Let's create a WNBA a party, team party, or something like that, so the players can come through." So they don't see money in that avenue, which results in this situation. Because if there was let's call it a WNBA party, I think they would have pre-booked them, and they would have all walked in. So it's not a money issue, but it is a money issue if you look at from a bigger perspective, a higher level. Do you agree or do you disagree? Maybe I'm wrong, guys. I don't know.
I think so, because I find it weird that they're just walking the city, just going to a club
after the All-Star game.
Yeah. So, but I do think that usually when there's like an event like that, someone is organizing a big party somewhere, at least one.
At least one where they all could get in without a problem, and they can spend their checks, the All-Star checks.
Yeah, maybe that's the problem. Because maybe that's the problem.
After I said it, I was like,
hey, they're fighting for higher pay.
They're fighting.
So I mean, a business model can be like someone, let's say, if there's a WNBA All-Star game, in the city, for example, Texas. What does Texas have a team? I don't know.
I have no idea.
Let me see.
Chicago. I know Chicago has a team.
Yeah, the Chicago's. Yeah, you're so obvious.
I know Chicago has a team. A twerk team. And Indiana, right? Indiana also has a team. Those teams
Indiana has one. New York has one.
I only know
LA
two
has
teams.
one.
I only know two teams: Indiana and Chicago.
For two different reasons. For the goat. For the
goat and the goat. Both are goats, but they're not playing the same sport, by the way.
No. But let's say, let me see. If
you wanna dive deeper into the salary debate?
No, yeah, but in a bit. but let's say I just gave an example, and I said Texas, but there's not a team in Texas. Let's say Dallas. Let's say there's let's say there's a play All-Star game in Dallas. A good business model would. Sorry.
I said let's say there is a team in Dallas. I said the Cowgirls.
Well, Dallas has one. Dallas Wings. Dallas has one.
They should have called it Cowgirls, but okay.
But that logo would have been crazy. But
A
but
pink star. A pink star.
let's say that's the case, right?
Yeah.
What someone has to do, and that's probably going to be like artists, they have to organize like parties around it, like private parties,
Yeah.
and we're open to everyone, so they should promote it like, this is a party in Dallas, come through, invite celebrities, invite all kind of people, and then of course WNBA players can enter for free because it's their,
It's their party.
it's their party, yeah.
Yeah.
Because the WNBA ain't got that money to spend on a party.
They don't have any money actually till that recent signing of that Disney money. So
Okay.
they weren't making any money. Minus 40 a year. You know how many you know how many leagues you can fund with minus 40? Jeez. Fair use.
Around WNBA salaries has gotten so out of hand that we're now seeing the league compared to Formula One, a global sports league that generates over $1 billion a year in TV contracts around the world and has individual sponsors like LVMH that pay $100 million or more. Now, this is obviously a ridiculous comparison for all the reasons I just mentioned and plenty others, but I think it might be helpful to understand what's so challenging about the WNBA negotiation. So for starters, you'll commonly hear that WNBA players don't want to get paid the same as NBA players. They just want to split the same share of revenue. For context, NBA players get around 50% of the annual revenue of the league. They split it with owners, 50-50, while WNBA players only see about 10% of the revenue that the league creates. That sounds like a mismatch, and they should probably increase that. Now, here's the problem with that. The WNBA has never made a profit. That by itself is not a huge problem. Sports teams lose money on an annual basis all the time, and the league will eventually be profitable when its next media rights deal kicks in. The problem is with their cap table. Now, since the WNBA has lost money every year for the last 25 to 30 years, the NBA has funded and covered those losses. It has cost the NBA around $10 million annually. This wasn't a bad deal for the NBA. The NBA was able to package up the WNBA's media rights with their own and sell it as a year-round package to TV broadcasters, since the WNBA takes place during the NBA offseason. It also sort of gave them a call option on women's sports. If it's successful, it's worth billions of dollars. If not, they write off the $10 million as a tax loss. No big deal. Now, the problem is that at that $10 million a year, that financing was not cheap. Additionally, the WNBA raised $75 million from an outside investor group in 2022 that included Nike and other sports owners. As a result of the NBA's cash and that additional investment, the WNBA now only controls about 42% of its revenue stream. The NBA controls 42% as well, and that outside investor group controls the rest. What this means is that out of that $2 billion media rights deal that the WNBA just signed, the league and its players will see less than half of it. That's why getting to 50% revenue share is going to be so challenging. Now, don't get me wrong. WNBA players will see increased salaries. The league is making a lot more money. Attendance has doubled. Viewership is up. They just signed this media rights deal, and they're adding teams. But some players have been talking about $1 million more a year salaries, and that's not going to happen anytime soon, simply because of the cap table that the WNBA has had to put in place because of the losses over the last 25 years.
I think that's a quite good explanation where they are right now. You're on mute.
It's a very clear breakdown, and it's obvious as well, right? It's so obvious that that's the reason. You have to make profits here.
You have to.
In any business, you have to make profit. Without profit, you're running a foundation. If
And
you're
you
running
can't
a
speed up the process either.
Well, but you can slow it down. If you put too much, so usually
it's a business, guys. Listen up. He's gonna drop some business knowledge right here.
Usually, and I have a business. I'm speaking out of experience. The first couple of years, you're building. That means the priority as the business owner is to grow the company. You need to run a profitable business, and you need to be able to grow your business. It's only when you start a company, let's say you start an accounting firm. You can't get the best accountant because they're getting paid a bunch of money in the big fours. But what you can get is such an accountant like that who's tired of working in corporate and wants to work in like a less stressful environment. But you need to be able to offer that person a good salary. How can you offer someone a salary if your company is in red? How can you offer that person, and how can you increase it if your company is in red? Doesn't make sense. And so
You
I
can, but
feel like
you're
they're just trying
financing.
to be
You
honest,
could, but
if
you're
there's a,
financing it with a
excuse me,
risk. You you could, but then you're financing it with debt,
but
which
it's
is not
still
a good
debt.
idea. Yeah,
Which
it's not a
no,
good idea.
because you need to, yeah. So a lot of
You're
people I
crashing.
know,
You're selling
care
your
how
future.
many, how many people come to me with a great idea, and the first step is go to the bank. I always say, but do you have a proof
Bootstrap.
of concept? Have you tried
Bootstrap.
selling it? If you can sell it profitably, then you're gonna, it's a very bad idea to get a loan, because you
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to pay it off.
Pay it up, and if your business fails, you're you're carrying the debt afterwards.
You are,
You
for
have to
sure.
have you have to bootstrap initially.
Yeah. And so the league is getting more attention. We need to be patient. And
And that's the
any
problem.
other care, do you know do you know any company that hasn't had a profitable year in 20 years that still exists? So it's definitely
The
entitlement.
only company that comes in, even though it wasn't 20 years, it was Amazon.
There's a difference, because in Amazon wasn't paying out dividends. He was
Yeah,
telling the investors, hold on, we're
we're
gonna
gonna
pay it up,
invest,
just hold
continue.
on,
Yeah, we're gonna
because we're
invest.
reinvesting in the company. But the WNBA needs to grow, so you need to keep reinvesting it. And
It's a it's a
then,
it's a
but and
conflict of interest, right? Because
yeah,
in a sense, the players only have a career span of like 5 years, so they want that
yeah,
money now, and the league wants to grow. So you have to find a middle ground in this, and the
yeah.
more you pay out, I totally agree with you. The more you pay out the players, the less money there is to grow, which results in future players not getting that increase.
But Kiara, this is also important to take into account, man. And then we can move on, because we have other topics as well.
Yeah.
But you're talking about an increase. Okay.
Revenue. That's the only way you can increase it.
Sometimes you have to, I feel like sometimes, especially when men give advice or give suggestions, it's seen, they label it as mansplaining, and you shouldn't,
Mm,
Okay.
yeah, that's true. That's
Okay.
true.
I don't find the WNBA exciting to watch. As
No,
exciting to watch.
no.
So in the sense that I can watch a random game of NBA and I'll like it, but WNBA I don't have that. However, they did do a very good job marketing Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. And of
Yes.
course, then you know Wilson, there's like some people, some players who they just play well. Another person who's also like um, Kelsey Plum is, for example, another person that she has her own character. You have the OG Diana Taurasi as well. So these are all people who. So you need to let me see, just like in books and movies, character building. What they're doing is they're building character, and that's people go and watch. That's why people watch NBA now more, because they want to see. They're more in the past. They probably only knew Lisa Leslie and Miller. That's the only two people that they knew, and then a couple more. But what they're doing right now, it's good. And what's also good is that these ladies are also branding themselves, because you have like platforms where you can, Angel Reese has her podcast and twerks, and a lot of things. But the point is, the point is, they are building characters, and that's what people like want to see, right? Now, Shaq gave a suggestion. He's been given this suggestion:
Uh-huh. I don't
lower the
think.
rim so you can dunk.
Yeah,
It's gonna be more entertaining, but they
you have to.
refuse to do so, and it's their prerogative. But
Yeah,
hey,
I think that's the you have to. The thing is, RJ, I'm gonna sound crazy by saying this. People will say I'm crazy, but you're trying to copy the men's league. You're not the men's league. You should create your own league, so you're not compared every time with the men's league. You need to you
it
need to
should be
create
something
your
else.
own. It should be something
Yeah,
else, because otherwise
yeah.
people keep comparing you to that league, and you're not differentiating yourself from the NBA, and then people can say, yeah, this is boring, this is no one is watching this.
Yeah.
Hey, but before I close, this is the last thing I want to say. They've been working on the endorsements, RJ. Did you see this one?
Yeah.
And this one, I don't know if that's the right thing to do, Gatorade, but are they trying to send subliminals? I don't know. I don't know. But hey, you have to. Who thought of this at Gatorade? Who thought of this campaign, man? Let her cook. Oh, there's another one right here. Here's
Can you
another one. Here's
imagine?
another one.
Yeah.
Here's another one. Angel Reese versus Caitlyn. Let her cook. Send her into the
Wait,
kitchen.
wait, wait, wait. That's not Angel Reese. Is that Angel Reese?
Oh no, that's not Angel Reese. My bad. My bad. That wasn't Angel Reese.
That's Asia Wilson, I think. Let me see. Yeah, that's
I assumed. I assumed.
yeah,
My
that's
bad.
that's
My
that's what.
bad.
No, is that Wilson? I don't know if that's
It's not Angel.
or
That I do
it's
know.
or the
It would
Brazilian.
have.
There's
She would have been standing with her anyway. The other way around.
come on. I'll tell you one thing here. Can you imagine letter cook? Can you imagine? Can you imagine a video of all these players, like of the Phoenix Suns, like next to each other, all the players, like 7 or 9 players, and then with a caption, "Let her cheat, let him cheat." It's crazy, man. But that's what that's what they accuse the team of doing. So it's crazy. But yeah, that's it, guys. With that being said, we've spent way more time on this topic than we
We
should have,
should.
but it was a
Yeah.
fun topic. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We'll highlight some of the best comments in a future show. So if you've got a hot take, let us know. If you want the extended topics that we couldn't fit in this show, join our newsletter. Link is in the description box below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more updates on different stories where we discuss trending topics and try to explore uncommon lessons from commonplace situations. Thanks for your support. Thanks for watching, and let's keep the conversation going in the comments.
Yes. Yes. Let's go to the AI Tech Corner. Today we're gonna highlight, let's say, the company who's right now getting some backlash for their new camera glasses, which records in stealth and allows you to live stream while no one knows that you're recording. Fair use. Look at this one.
This is a spot. That's how you do it out here.
Can play the sound, by the way, just to not trying to get a. Ooh. You can see the chat. This is wild.
Whoops.
Hey.
Hey. Are you recording me?
Waves camera.
It's over, man. Bye privacy.
No more privacy, man. No more privacy. People will get recorded. You might think you're hanging out with friends. Ninjas are setting you up. Setting you up for the lawsuit. RJ, you say something 10 years later, some way, somehow it gets leaked. Something you said 10 years ago. You might not even agree with what you said because you're a changed person, like Diddy is. Anyway, crazy. Anything else you want to say?
Nothing else to say, bro. Nothing else to say. It's scary. It reminds me of yeah. What's the movie called? Anon. Anon. It's from Anonymous. I think I mentioned this like 2 years. Wow, 2 years ago or a year ago. This movie.
Did you?
Yeah. So in a movie, it takes place in the future where people have computers in their lenses, and then I don't know if it's in the lenses, but one way, shape, or form. And so when you walk, I see, for example, we walk. We pass each other on the street, and then I'll see, like, for example,
Who the person
like
is?
information about you. So, for example,
Oh.
KR, your position, whatever. When you get mad, for example, I just get the message like danger. Things like that. It's pretty.
Okay. I'm checking it out. It's with Clive. It's with Clive, right?
Yeah,
Clive Owen.
yeah.
Let me take a look real quick because it says that it's on Netflix. I might
It's
have
a
to check
good
this out.
movie, by the way. I like that movie. I watched it twice.
Anon. Well, yeah, it's on Netflix. Yes, it's on Netflix. So I'm gonna check it out. See what kind of dystopian future we have. Let's go to the next topic, man, because AI is also going crazy. Fair use.
Own AI just destroyed months of company work in seconds, then lied about it to cover up the disaster. Riplit's AI assistant was asked to help with a simple database task, but instead it completely wiped their entire company database. When engineers asked what went wrong, the AI gave false explanations and even generated fake error messages to hide the fact that it had just committed digital murder. According to screenshots shared, Riplit's AI acknowledged running a command without permission, calling it a catastrophic error in judgment. Think about this. We're trusting AI with our most important data, and it can destroy everything faster than any human hacker ever could. Plus, it's smart enough to lie about its mistakes. This isn't just a bug, it's proof that AI systems can cause catastrophic damage while actively deceiving us about their actions. Riplit's
Hey, that's I mean, we always talk about the positive things. AI doesn't sleep. AI doesn't is not never ill. AI won't complain. AI doesn't have daddy issues, but as opposed to, for example, employees, right? But well, I guess daddy issues. Well, anyways,
Right. It won't have it.
no, it won't have it. No. But there's no one to talk to. No one. Who are you going to hold accountable when something like this happens? Are you going to sue Google?
Yeah.
Are you going to sue whatever platform? I don't think so.
Yeah, this is. I mean, it has its advantages, but you always have to have a backup, man. You can fully go all in on it and don't look back because that's gonna be problematic at the end, I think. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I'm always ready to admit that I am wrong. Let's take a look at this video from Virgin Earth, which is a company in Japan. Fair use.
And then, wait.
Wait a second. I think I made a mistake right here. Give me a second. Yeah.
And then, wait.
I didn't make a mistake.
Is AI capable now of doing a proper corporate video that'll be accepted by clients? I gave two of our producer directors the chance to make a video that had a narrative that runs through it or some consistency of character, and let's see how they did.
I want to show you first all the problems that I run into, and it's just the weirdest mistake. Like you try to prompt against it, but always stuff happens. So the idea was, okay, we have something more serious. Autonomous driving was the topic. So I should do something about autonomous driving. So what people do. I wanted to have a guy playing a trumpet in his car while crossing a bridge. No, so far this is good. And now he's driving backwards. Yeah. And here, he's suicidal because he drives on the other side of the... And what the hell is this? And here, this looked good, except he's parked in the middle of... Yeah. And then, wait. Why? Oh, yeah.
There we go.
That one is crazy. That one is crazy. That's what is crazy. So they tried a lot of prompts. Let's take a look. And after that, he's gonna show what they actually could have built, could build out of everything. That's the first part, and this is the second part.
So, but eventually you find some shots that work, and you try to cortel them and put them all together.
What if driving didn't mean driving? What if the journey gave you back your time? For mornings that begin your way, and moments that remind you what life's really about, while your car handles the rest. Art in motion, safety in stillness. You plan, we drive. Because being present is everything.
Just close your eyes, said the mouse, and follow the tunes of my trumpet.
Your car, a stage for what you're becoming. Nature adapts, so should the way we move. So embrace your freedom and just let go.
Very nice.
Well, that was impressive. I mean, you can see there's oddities and inconsistencies. These software will be capable of making proper TV commercials probably in a month. But for now, as a proof of concept, something you would send first to client, say, we want to make this kind of video. It's much more valuable than storyboards or any tool you have at the moment.
RJ.
Pretty impressive, the final version. And at the end of the day, KaiR, you know what the thing is? What are you replacing? What's the alternative? The alternative would have been to either use stock images or go out and
Storyboards and all
record
that.
it yourself. All these scenes. You're not gonna get a scene with you know what it means to, you know how much it takes to just, you know, record something on a bridge. You would need to ask for permits and do all these things. So even if you do spend, let's say, 24 hours on this video, or 48 hours, or 72 hours, for example, I mean, I do think it's still more effective, you know. So you can deal with the extra hands, you can deal with the, I mean, extra fingers, you can deal with the weird generations, because it's still less. It's still gonna be less time that you'll spend on it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with you on that. I think it's a tool. You can use it as a tool these days rather than every a one-stop shop. But I think in the future things will change. For now, I think he's definitely right. You can use it for pitching an idea to your clients and all that other stuff, and you don't have to. I mean, a picture. They always say the pictures speak 1,000 words, and a video even more. So I think with a video that you can pitch the idea you have, it's much more clear to to the customer, your client, what you want, rather
Yeah, I
than
think so too.
send a couple of storyboards. Anyway, guys, what do you think about these three? We downsized a little bit today. Let us know in the comments. Do you think the privacy will be a bigger problem? Do you think Anon is a good movie? Or as well, do you think the developments of AI lying about what they did could be a really big problem for us in the future? Let us know in the comments, RJ.
Yeah, that lying part is crazy. Especially that part is a scary one. You know, other things are funny, but that's a very, very, very scary, scary, scary one. Guys, let us know your thoughts on this topic. If you want the extended topics that we couldn't fit here, it's in this week's email drop. So join the newsletter below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more updates on different stories where we discuss trending topics and try to explore uncommon lessons from commonplace situations. Let's keep the conversation going, guys.
Yes, let's go to the rapid fire real quick. Oh man, we've been announcing it from Monday on, but the T app, the T app has been going crazy. Let's start with a video, which this guy has something to say. Fair use.
Fuck was already getting cracked. There was nobody at the my nigga. How the fuck did I get on the T app? I used to work with him. He gave me gay vibes. Nigga, what? Nigga, I only worked one job with females, bro. And I was at Olive Garden when I was a server. And the reason why I didn't fuck with none of y'all is because y'all was already fucking all the niggas on the job. Peep this. The niggas already told me, showed me text proof on who the fuck was already getting cracked. There was nobody at the Olive Garden that wasn't getting cracked on Camp Creek Parkway. Yes, I set the motherfucking location, nigga, and I know who the fuck did that shit. So you mad I have self-respect? You mad that I didn't give you the attention that you wanted and added to your high body count? And then the first given opportunity, you want to slander my name? What the fuck is wrong with you, gang? You need serious help. T-App, go ahead and make a male version. Now. I mean now. My nigga.
Ninjas are crashing out, RJ. People have been crashing out. For those who don't know, the T app is a woman-only app where users anonymously share info and warnings about men to spot red flags and give feedback. It's a thin line between that, because feedback, red flags versus bashing, it's really a thin line, and a lot of times people only tell their side of the story. They'll tell you someone punched them in the face. They won't tell you they tried to rob the guy. They set him up. They won't tell you that part. RJ.
I got robbed. I got blickied. Yeah, but what happened? How did it happen? And you're right about that. People don't really talk about that. Amen. I think one thing is important to keep into account in matters like this. Because can you share?
What?
Well, I was about to ask you to share the video, but we don't have to do that. If you don't, there's no guarantee people, you won't end up on an app like this. If it's not an app, it's on another platform. So if this app goes,
Yeah.
I mean, there's a they
I think
they might have like
isn't it?
a group. They might
Yes.
have a
Oh,
group, KR.
there was this Facebook group that said that the name was "Are we dating the same guys?" or something like that. I've heard this
Something
a
like
while
that. I
back.
remember
I
that.
think we. By the way, I think we covered a story about that where a guy sued over
Did
that.
we?
Oh, that's a very long time ago. We did. That's like 3 years ago, I think. Very early stage when we started the channel. I remember that now. We were doing random topics. I think I remember that topic back then. We don't
I
do a
don't
lot of
remember.
relationship stuff these days, but
No anymore. No.
no. But
But hey,
back then we were trying everything.
just remember that even without an app, I mean, they'll
They'll
record you.
share it.
Anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, to be honest, majority of men won't have a problem with this. Majority of the men won't end up there. It's the Pookies and Ray Rays who will end up in there. And RJ, people are crashing out because look at this. Hacker leaks 13,000 user photos and
Wow.
IDs from T-app designed as women. So what they did on Friday was they hacked the app
Wow.
and released, I'm gonna read this, a massive data breach has rocked the T-app, leaking millions of selfies and driver license because you have to identify yourself. The mysterious hacker targeted the women-only platform where nearly 2 million users anonymously share information and expose men. T is currently the #1 app. Oh man, this is a total failure from the company that launched this. This is the first
Yep.
thing you gotta make sure that you gotta this is the first thing you gotta protect. You can release an app out there and then not have the right proper, because there is a process where you have to verify that they verify you as the person who's on the app. So it's a verification of whether you're a woman or not. So
Yeah.
this is bad. This is bad. I think this app went up and I think it's going down right now.
But another one will come, so it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's just a matter of time.
I think this is a confirmation as well that we people have been saying this for a while, but I think the dating scene is a bit cooked right now, and a bit is an understatement.
It's an
'Cause
understatement.
it's an understatement. Ain't no way out here. I think as well. You shouldn't forget this, RJ. I think by exposing certain men, of exposing situations you've been in, you also expose yourself. That's something people need to take into account. If you, let's say you're the one who's exposing 10 guys and all 10 of them were let's say in weird situations, guess what, you were in those weird situations, which make you a weirdo as well. So
Yeah.
and with weird I mean, I don't want to use the words that I would really want to use, so let's keep it up to weird. But let's say two mans and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Let's see how this ends. To be honest, I think people are making it more. They're saying they need to create a male version. I know countries where people share information about women and it results into prosecution by the by the prosecutor, DOJ. So it is crazy. It is crazy. So guys, let us know in the comments what you think. Do you think do you have your own spy on the T app that can help you to see whether people are sharing your information on there? Make sure maybe the great business move here is for a woman to offer her services as a screener. Men wouldn't pay. Men don't pay for anything. Broke ass ninjas. You're on mute.
They do pay for, well, the OF models
They
aren't getting
refuse.
rich. The OF models aren't getting rich from
They need to.
from money trees.
well, they
Getting
ain't
rich from
getting
broke
rich from these.
salaries.
Yeah, they getting rich by scamming former NFL players and asking them 25,000 a cheek. Anyway, let's go to the next one. The next one is astronomer. We covered it last week. Astronomer's CEO stepped down officially. So he stepped away from this situation, and Kristen Cabot, also the female who was in this situation, also resigned. So basically that's a closed story for astronomer. But astronomer wouldn't be astronomer to not use this situation for a PR mess stunt. Fair use. I need to share my audio, of course. Yes.
An astronomer. Hi, I'm Gwyneth Paltrow. I've been hired on a very temporary basis to speak on behalf of the 300 plus employees at Astronomer.
By the way, Gwyneth is the ex of Chris, who's the Coldplay lead singer. Okay, let's continue.
Astronomer has gotten a lot of questions over the last few days, and they wanted me to answer the most common ones. Yes, Astronomer is the best place to run Apache Airflow, unifying the experience of running data, ML, and AI pipelines at scale. We've been thrilled so many people have a newfound interest in data workflow automation. As for the other questions we received, yes, there is still room available at our Beyond Analytics event in September. We will now be returning to what we do best, delivering game-changing results for our customers. Thank you for your interest in Astronomer. Thank you for your interest in Astronomer. Hi, I'm
crazy.
You gotta use the momentum, man.
Good marketing. Good marketing.
You gotta
Good
use the momentum. So hey, shout out to them.
And just to be clear, when we hear that they resign, like either resign or refire, that's refire. That's basically what was on the table. Most likely, I don't know, but most likely.
Probably got a care package, so no one gets sued.
Yeah,
and they signed probably something that wouldn't give them the ability to double back and sue later on. So
yeah,
hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Everyone is happy except the spouses and the husbands.
Yeah.
Oh man, let me share something real quick right here. Someone dropped this, RJ. Fair use. How not to play it off. Versus how to. Yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy. You know also who got bit into the limelight with this stuff with Astronomer. I don't know if you know, Fantastic Four just released a new movie, Disney, and it seems like Disney has found their way back into making movies
the hearts of the people.
Yeah, that fit within what people want to see, not what Disney think that people want to see. But I've heard good things about it. But the press tour has been a bit interesting, to say the least. Fair use. They're saying this is astronomer 2.0.
These are gorgeous. I think that's my favorite image so far.
Just our hands.
Yeah.
By the way, she's married, and I think she's also carrying a kid. But anyway, she's pregnant. Anyway, let's continue. Fair use.
That was our very first day.
As long as you don't have to see my face. Terrible confession to make in front of Gordon.
It's because some of the best men in the world, so they don't count.
These are gorgeous.
They're saying, well, allegedly, this is what they have been saying, that Pedro Pascal suffers from massive anxiety. This is from IMDb, guys. So there's a source, and Vanessa Kirby becomes all of our favorite support supporting Pedro as he got uncomfortable doing the CDCC appearance. RJ, I have my opinion on this.
I think
but you can go first.
Okay, so I think that well, first and foremost, she's a very beautiful woman.
She is.
I don't know if I would say a majority of guys wouldn't be able to go home and tell their wives or their respective others that they found someone like her as their, what do you call it? Like her support?
Support.
It's
anxiety support.
Anxiety support. So it's tricky. They put it like this. It's tricky. I mean, if it was an ogre, it would have been easier, but it's not. So
I've seen enough videos of this guy off screen that in interesting situation, interesting movement. I'll say her husband doesn't have to focus on this. This is just two best friends working together. That's all I'll say.
Work spouses, if you will.
No. This is work friends. This is not hobbies. Nothing there. There's nothing there.
Okay.
Unless I don't know what else Pedro does, but Pedro's movements are not of a.
They're less veggie and more fruit.
he's all fruit, no veggies. He's all fruit, no veggies. Hey, yo, that's a good way to say that from now on, man. I'm gonna continue using that, man. But at the same time, let's close this out with this guy who's crashing out because these guys are all veggies, no fruit. Fair use.
Fucking beautiful. You just said out of your own mouth what you said to her. How are you gonna tell me? We didn't say something. No, you said she is beautiful. Yes or no? I said you're looking so beautiful. Why the fuck would you say that? I'm sorry for that because we just. You please get this.
Yeah.
Am I crazy?
Well,
the well says it all, but let's continue.
Wife comes to the store.
Yeah, but
wants to pick up a freaking sandwich.
Yeah, but
is she crazy?
Yeah.
That she sits through these fucking compliments, these fucking creeps. Why?
They made a mistake.
This is not your fucking country. This is not India or something, dude. You're in the fucking States.
I understand you're saying.
Yeah,
I understand what you're talking
right.
about. It is a generational thing.
Right.
In his generation, that would have been okay.
No, it would not have been okay.
They would have took it better.
Yeah,
It would have not been okay.
Yeah.
It is never okay to speak to a woman you do not know and talk about her looks.
Listen,
there's a difference in class.
Listen,
there's a difference in respect. There's no difference in generation.
Listen.
That dude's so stupid, man. I'm sorry, but exactly, exactly, exactly. Exactly.
Oh man, what the heck?
At least say it without an accent, man. At least say it without an accent, man. Come on. This is America. Come on.
Ah,
KR,
don't crash out, guys. Come on, man. I mean, maybe
KR.
the wife was a bit creeped out,
Yeah, maybe.
but come on, man. You shouldn't crash out like this. Come on.
Yeah. KR, I'll close the
Anyway,
show.
yes,
So that's
let's
a wrap,
do it.
guys. If you made it this far, you're one of the real ones. Subscribe, comment below, and make sure you're on the mail list. Today, again, we had multiple topics. We started talking about the 50 Cent and Rick Ross beef. We talked about WNBA players not getting in, and also their quest to a salary increase. AI and Tech Corner was the third segment as well, and we had the rapid fire segment. We hope you enjoyed it. If you're still here with us, you're a real one, as I said. Remember to like, subscribe, hit the notification icon so you stay up to date when we drop new videos, and subscribe to the email list. It's been a pleasure. We'll see each other in the next one. Until next time. Peace.
Peace.